Um, Good morning, even though it's 1:30. Good morning for when I watch this tomorrow. Um, I just am explaining a little bit of what I post on Facebook. A lot of what I do for my books, I never post on Facebook. So recently, I've been uploading everything to my Facebook. One, so I don't lose it. Two, I need people to have perspective as I go. This whole year, I'm calling it my seeing is believing year. I'm working on my visuals for my books. I have 14 books that are done, and so I'm leading up. I want to get all my visuals because now what I'm doing is I'm going back to the beginning. I'm on medication. I see things very clearly, and I want to also um, experience it with everyone's perspective. And I think it's really fun. It's my hobby. Now, do I really think that people are Ryan Reynolds? No. Maybe last year I did when I wasn't on medication. We don't know. But right now, I have ups and downs with my medications. Like a couple days, I had an issue with my medication that made me maybe post things that you're like, everyone's like, oh no, stasis here, stasis medicine's not working. And I feel so loved and grateful that I have people in my life that can recognize one post, know that it's my mental health. I feel very blessed for that to be. So, what are we looking at here? Um, what we're looking at is one, all of my browsers that I need to take out that I didn't realize was in the frame. But what we're looking at is this is the start. Um, I write all my books if my life was a movie because I'm trying to be the next Stan Lee is my goal. I wake up every day and I am Stan Lee, I am Beyonce, I am Blake Lively. So I become all these things with manifestation. So my disease really isn't that scary. A lot of it is like I'm stuck in the childhood storytelling mode. When I was a little kid, I would always go to books and Bible and get scripts, and I would always write scripts. And you're this person, and you're this person, and you're this person. So this is like the adult version of my childhood play game. So if my life was a movie, The Congressman, Ryan Reynolds. I like to, in my books, I announce roles as I think really long about them. It's my hobby. It's like knitting or stitching. So I spend a lot of time really thinking about if that person is right for my role. I want an Oscar. That's what I want. I want an Oscar for my movie. So I got to write my book, write my script, direct my movie, be a producer, and this is all in my head. And then I understand that at the end of the day, I'm Stacey Day and I'm sitting in a living room and I have tomorrow to look forward to. So, but if my life was a movie, The Congressman, I'm announcing that it's Ryan Reynolds. Now, my entire book series, I had my old friend as Ryan Reynolds. So this is kind of a big deal. So is my old friend um, the congressman? What we find out is yes, he is my old friend. Now, this is real. This person, I know that we were friends in high school, but throughout, he was in my daily life and then a big part of what got me help. And um, I feel was probably somewhere thinking that I'm mad about the help that I needed to get because I know that he helped with it. I'm not mad that people loved me and got me the help I needed because I wouldn't be able to complete this, or I would have been longer. I would have got worse. So something bad would have happened. So the congressman paired with my family got me the help that I needed. When I was admitted, I remembered how close of friends we were, and then how special it is in the last 2 years. Because the last 2 years, he became a new friend when I started to remember that he was also my old friend. My old friend will always be my old friend because he is what started this. I'm going to get to his roles And he is a main character in my books, and I have a lot of fun writing him. He's very fun to write because he's so eccentric. But the congressman is going to be played by Ryan Reynolds. The congressman's shadow self is Chris Pratt. That's who I originally casted the congressman as, is Chris Pratt, because Chris Pratt is very much, suit and tie, which the congressman is. The congressman is the best dressed man in Hillsborough. And remembering our childhood, I thought the same thing when he was a child. When I first met him, he was all of 9 years old, and his mom dressed him in polos and khaki shorts and long white socks, and he always had his shoes tied very, very specific. And the first time I ever heard his voice over the intercom, he was reading Dr. Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream." And so throughout, when I first met him again 2 years ago, I remember that memory. I was like, you know what? I know you, don't and I was telling her, I was like, he read the speech "I Had a Dream," so I didn't remember. And then slowly and slowly I remember we're like best friends and bandmates together, and we spent a lot of our life together. So that's how my memory is. It takes me years to really remember everyone all together because of my trauma. Now, does it affect my life? No. And this is why I document and take videos of everything so I can remember. But the congressman's shadow self is Chris Pratt. So this is a new update. Ryan Reynolds is my muse. He's the role of my old friend, and throughout it's Ryan Reynolds. So I'm always searching for Ryan, who is my old friend. Chris Pratt, as the shadow version of self, will be revealed at the end. Was also that Ryan was also there. So my disease will only see Chris. So Chris was also casted as a congressman, adding to the shadow self in every lead. I probably misworded that, but Chris Pratt was the main one, the congressman. So I seen the congressman every single day of my life when I first came back into town for 2 years, and he would follow me around town and make sure that I was safe and stuff. He was a very sweet friend to me, and one of the main people in my life that I just hope that wherever he's at, he knows it's not really a hard riddle to solve if you're friends with all of us. We're two very different people, but not really. So he had said something about the duality of self in a conversation that we had right before I got admitted. And so I had wanted to make sure that he got a big part in it, as he is a big part of the reason. I mean, every day he does something nice and wonderful for me because he's my bestie and a Tessie. He's the type of friend you don't really need to talk to him. So I'm gonna stop there and kind of explain a little bit more.